How's everybody doing on this amazing Friday? Yvette Nicole, bro.
How are you?
I'm amazing. How's the sound?
Sounds good. You're a little echoey, but that's because you're in your big house and you don't have furniture in there yet.
Here you go. Hold on, I got headphones. Let me put them in.
What's up, Herb? Hi, everybody. Hey, DP Ken. Ken, did you get your gift from me? Did you get your knee thing for me, your copper thing? Ken, I'm talking to you.
All right. This should help. Hopefully it will help.
Why are you so pretty? Jesus.
Okay. All right.
There you are.
No, it was me. I had to turn the Bluetooth on. So how's the sound now? Is it a little bit better?
Oh, good.
Awesome.
How's my sound? Can you hear me?
Awesome. Yeah, you look great. Where are you at? Are you outside?
I'm on my porch in Nashville. No, it's a backdrop. I'm on my patio.
Oh wait, is it a backdrop or are you on your patio?
I'm on my patio, but this is my backdrop.
Oh shoot!
On my patio. I wanted to give people some flavor, so I got a backdrop.
Look, I
see, but see, yours at least can be repurposed for auditions. Mine cannot. I just wanted to give people a summer day in Nashville.
Yeah, you don't audition anymore. What are you talking about? You don't need this.
I do audition, first of all, but also I do a lot of lives, and I just you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, no. What's that? Oh, wait, is there? Oh man, it's so hard because my phone is connected to my tripod, so I can't really.
I'll let you know what people say, and I can see. I'm close enough where I can see.
Okay, awesome. All right, so first things first, I have told you about this, and I don't know if you remember, but one of my future endeavors is going to be that I want my own version of a Red Table Talk.
Oh, no, I don't. Did you tell me that?
I feel like I told you I wanted a talk show, but I don't know if I told you this specific.
I don't think you said a red table. Is that what you didn't warn me about?
I know. Someone said when you and I were texting last night, and I was like, okay, I'm going to send you a list of the things I want to talk about. You were like, whoa. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, because I was like, it feels like a quiz.
So then I backed off, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do that.
No, always follow your first mind.
No, I'm going to tell you the process that I went through. Okay. I backed off, and I was like, you know what? Like, let me not do that because it might just be a bit much to catch someone off guard with certain questions. And then I woke up this morning, and one of my friends sent me this text message, Yvette. And this text message was basically her saying that she had a dream. And it was, or she had she heard a message from God directing me specifically. She was like, I woke up with you on my heart, and something about God wanted me to tell you that you have a talk show that you're supposed to do. And that you need to give your all to it. And there's more to it. And honestly, I shouldn't tell it all because it's so personal. Yeah. But she didn't know that this is what I wanted to do. And I just felt like, you know what, let me go right back to where I was planning from the get-go, which was to be able to have a conversation with you about real stuff. Because I just don't think that, we have the opportunity a lot in our culture, in our community, especially in our generation, to hear things that matter, that can really stimulate not only ourselves and our souls, but stimulate further thought and progression. And so what made me come up with the idea of this is what I wanted to do was that Jake found this interview between James Baldwin and Nikki Giovanni. Oh, and they're literally just sitting down talking. Just there's no topic. They're just like, the topics are kind of developing on their own as they're having the conversation.
Yeah.
But there's nothing very specific based off of, okay, these are the things we're going to talk about. And I think that when they made that video, I really doubt that they knew that it would be this important now. And I'm just happy that they did it. So for me, this has nothing to do with, because I want to do a podcast. So for me, this has nothing to do with, I want this to go everywhere and I plan on millions of people seeing it. I don't care if just 2 people find it and then they take that as a seed to build and develop something else. Okay, cool.
This is how all good things are supposed to work.
Exactly. So to everyone watching and listening, if you don't know Yvette Nicole Brown, which I'm very sure you do because she's Yvette Nicole Brown. First of all, you know you somebody when you got a 3-part name, okay? Okay.
You really somebody when you got one name. When you Beyonce or Oprah. That's when you
listen.
The 3 don't mean you made it. Trust.
Listen. So Yvette Nicole Brown is an amazing actress, an amazing host, an amazing writer, executive producer. Geez, did you know all of this stuff is just going to continue to pile when the idea of what your name and who you are, was spoken and represented?
That's a hard question to answer because I don't think highly of myself at all. I don't think highly of my accomplishments. I am firmly clear that anything good that I've ever done has been God working through me. So it's really hard to be like, well, I just don't think like that. So no.
Yeah. Well,
I'm a kid from Cleveland, trying to do my best in the world. And I'm honored that I get to be on TV and that kind of stuff. But
I love it. You are a blessing to us.
Ow.
No, you really are. You are a blessing to us. And I know that it's hard to be that. It's hard to live that and know that. So I understand how it might be difficult to receive it. But it's also our job to give you your flowers while you're here. So, sister,
beautiful
here
flowers.
are your flowers. Okay. So one thing that I admire about you is that you are into politics. And as an entertainer, it's very scary to be into politics or religion openly. This is just my perspective, and I'm probably wrong. Okay. But I think it's scary because you may, in your mind, think that it could close doors if you say this is what you represent.
Let them close.
Yeah.
I really feel like, and I'm glad we're going here. You're given a platform for a reason. What is the point of having people follow you if you're not leading them somewhere good? And if you know the truth about something, or you know the truth about peace, which is what faith is to me, when you talk about being a person of faith, it's just about finding a place that gives you peace, right? So you have the antidote for what people are suffering with, and you don't share it. That's just stingy. That's stingy and miserly and crazy. So for me, I can't exist in this world and have a camera trained on me or someone asking me questions and act as if I don't know Jesus. That's just ridiculous. Now, the scary part of it, if there is a scary part, is repping Christ in the midst of an environment that does not rep Christ the way Christ actually is. Hello? There's a lot of people claiming Christ and they don't love people. There's a lot of people claiming Christ and they don't care for people. The example that Christ gave us was we're supposed to take care of the poor, the sick, the infirmed, the old, anybody that is without, anyone that is seeking refuge. We are supposed to be a safe haven for them. And a lot of people that claim Christ are picking and choosing who they care for. And so it's hard for me to align myself with that type of Christianity.
Yeah.
Because what Christ told me to do is love people, not judge.
How do you feel like you find the reality in that? Is it based off of just your spirit talking to you and telling you like this isn't right? Is it based off of, you know what I mean? Like, I think that especially for people that may not really know who they are, and they may not feel their relationship with Christ is strong enough to know the difference between a sheep and wolf clothes.
Well, the Bible itself says that my sheep will know my voice. I've been in a church and heard somebody preaching and got my purse and said, this ain't it. I'm not gonna sit under any doctrine that is not God. And so it's the same thing, like I'm talking about when I hear people talking and claiming God, I'm like, I don't feel no love from you. You don't know him. And I don't sit up under it. It really comes down to love. Even Christ boiled it down to love. It's love yourself, love God, love yourself, and love your neighbor like you love yourself. If you do those three things, you ain't gonna be stealing nobody's husband. You ain't gonna be killing nobody. It all falls under, if you love people, you are kind and you care. Now, that don't mean you don't call a spade, and that don't mean you need to suffer fools. If somebody's acting up and crazy, you're supposed to tell them that they're crazy.
I always say I'm peaceful, not passive. Don't get it twisted.
And it's not even, and in telling somebody that they're out of line, it's not judgment. It's like
Yeah.
saying, hey, sis, bro, that ain't it. And if you are doing the wrong thing and leading people astray, you need to be snatched up, because this really is about people being okay, Javicia.
Yeah.
So you gotta call out doctrine that's not right, be it religious, be it political. I don't care what it is. If somebody's coming crazy, I'm gonna get on it. I don't care what anybody thinks of me. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. I had a conversation with a friend about that yesterday, about the idea that there are people who know that their message is God sent. They know it. It's on their spirit. But then sometimes they that message gets clouded, crypted by earthly aspirations.
Well, doesn't the Bible say that you need to choose ye this day what you gonna serve? Who you gonna serve?
Yeah.
You can't serve God and man.
Yeah.
You can't be focused on jobs and money and likes and followers and still speak the truth about what God says, because at some point those two
they're going to conflict.
They're going to conflict, because at some point, this is what my prayer was when I entered this industry, and I right hand to God, this was my prayer. I was like, Lord, the moment I have to go forward without you, may I never go forward. May my forward trajectory stop the moment I have to leave you on the other side of the door,
or I have to deny you. Yeah.
So there's some jobs I can't take, some parties I can't go to, some people I can't date. If I can't go with God to that thing or with that person, I can't do it. But this is the thing. I'm okay with that, because I don't want to go nowhere God ain't.
Yeah.
It's not deep for me. I don't have to be one of the cool kids. I've never been one of the cool kids. I've never been the A-list. I'm not that, nor do I aspire to be that. There was something that happened when we put out Always a Bridesmaid. I remember somebody gave a review, and it's not the review that I mentioned, another review. And someone said, I mean, it was but it was corny. Like, there wasn't no sex scenes or nothing. And I was like, yeah, because I wrote it.
Yeah.
So if you need that, there's somebody writing that. But those that don't need that, here's Always a Bridesmaid. And I don't think there's anything wrong with having your lane.
No, and it always amazes me how people can pick apart projects that they feel like it's missing something, and it's like, well, then this project wasn't the project for you.
Yeah,
you know,
maybe
and
you should write yours.
Yeah. No. I'm good. I have that little social media thing where it's like, if you've been on it too long, it pops up and says you've been on it too long. And so I got the alert. But it's super dangerous to come in that mentality when you feel like you're judging artists, because it stifles the artistry. 1 second, Judah. No,
These
baby.
dogs, man. These dogs.
You can go outside and patio. Oh my goodness.
Thanks for loving Always a Bridesmaid. We getting comments here.
You got to tell me what they are.
Stick to your morals, don't sell out. That's what's up.
Yeah. But
somebody says you don't know how many times I've watched the film. I want to know how many people that have watched it more than once. I want to know why. Not that I don't think you should. I think it's rewatchable. But
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but I'm like, it's people. One chick wrote me and said she watched it 15 times.
Yeah, and I think that someone DM'd me and said they watched it like 15 times, and I reposted it like 15 times.
15 times.
You probably know the words better than I do.
Listen, better than I do.
But that's the point of what we're talking about right now. We're talking about what's for you and what's not for you. When it's for you, you're gonna watch it 15 times because it touches you. When it's not for you, you may only watch it one time and say, you know what, this isn't for me.
And that's fine.
There was a point in my life where I watched Love Jones probably every single night for like a year or two.
Yeah.
I know every line of that movie because that movie was important to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Versus there's movies that have come out that are cult favorites that I've watched once and I'm like, it's just not for me. But the whole idea of like judging an artist's artistry it's very dangerous, especially in a time like this where the Black voice is so important in film and television, because we are the representation. Sometimes we tear down these actors and actresses, whether it be how they look, what they talk about, what they post, things like that. And all you're doing is tearing down the messengers that are able to create content for our future, for our kids, for ourselves. And then we complain when there's not enough Black people on TV. Well, damn, you ripped her to shreds, so now she's insecure and she doesn't really want to
She don't want
do
to do that no more. This is the thing too, though. Like, I think that if it's something, if there's a burning desire in you, if you're not seeing what you want in entertainment, then that is a sign that you need to create it. I wrote Always a Bridesmaid because I wanted a movie like this to exist for us. I wanted a PG-13 romantic comedy. That's what I wanted. And I didn't see it at the time, so I wrote it. Write your story. Like if you're upset because television isn't this or movies aren't that or songs aren't that, write it.
Yeah.
Perform it. Become a creator.
Yeah.
Instead of a critic.
So
we need more creators and less critics.
Yes. But I mean, unfortunately, in this environment that we're in, especially right now, where people don't have anything to do, all they are doing is criticizing. But this is a great message for maybe supporting and uplifting the creativeness in everyone, you know?
My friend Amber's up in here. She said, if it's Black, I'm watching it.
Hey. And I get that.
Somebody said, come on, PG-13. That's what's up.
I get that, but I actually don't feel that way. Like, I don't feel like, oh, just because something is Black, I'm watching it. Like, I'm going to look through that tagline and see if it's something that interests me, because there's certain things that just don't interest me. Or because my spirit is so sensitive, there are certain things that's just like, I can't watch this because, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not right for my spirit.
I think Dr. Amber is discerning as well, but she just
Yeah, no, I get it. She's supporting. So we're talking about being scared as an artist to admit some of your beliefs, and I love that you're not scared at all.
Let me say, we didn't talk about the political side of it too. Can I pop in on that for a minute?
Oh, well, that's actually where I was leading.
Go.
I was gonna say, speaking of that, how do you feel about how, with everything going on now, and how our government is handling it?
I mean, it's been no secret that I think Donald Trump is trash. I mean, I think that's on a bingo card somewhere. You get bingo if you hear me say that. I think that we're in trouble, and I knew that we would be in trouble in 2016. You know, when he won. You know, and I'm terrified for what will happen if he stays in. You know, I was hoping impeachment would take care of it. I knew that the Republicans were cowards or complicit or corrupt as well and wouldn't do anything, but I was hoping that they would get it. And had they got it, then we would already be in a better place right now with this pandemic. I think that it is important for every single person on the planet, but especially on this earth, to vote for people that care about people. The first thing you should look for before you look at credits and whatever else they've done, ascertain if they are a decent human being. Ascertain if they are someone that cares about people, even those that don't look like them, even those that don't love like them, even those that don't have the money that they have. If you start with kindness and decency, that person is automatically going to select other people to be in their cabinet that are like them, because that's what you learn by watching Donald Trump. Everybody he chooses is like him. Every single one. They don't care. They're corrupt. They're racist. They're sexist. All of the money grubbing. All of them are just like him. So if you start with a decent person, you already have a cabinet that's going to be decent. After decency, be smart. If you're not decent and smart and cares about people, you can fix anything going on in the world. And that's why I loved Elizabeth Warren, by the way. Not to get political. She's out anyway, so it doesn't matter if I say this about her.
Of course.
That's why I loved her, because she was decent and smart and has plans. But I also think Kamala was amazing, and Julian Castro was amazing. And I even like Joe. We got Joe. Let's go with Joe. Everybody show up and vote for Joe.
Why do you think? I mean, I understand about Elizabeth Warren, and also I don't follow politics. But like Kamala, I thought it was Kamala the whole time. But Kamala and politicians like that dropped out. Why do you feel? Was it strictly just because of the finances to be able to do the campaign?
It was finances, but it's also, I'm a little burnt about the way the process was, because a lot of good people, Cory Booker, Julian, Kamala, they dropped out before any votes were cast in the primaries, because they didn't have the money to continue on. Which means we don't even know how they would have done. We don't even know if they could have been the nominee, because everybody was basing who they gave money to on the polls. And the polls are such a small sampling of what people think. You just don't know. So I'm still burnt about that. I'm burnt about a lot of stuff politically. If you guys follow me on Twitter, I made a decision not to bring a lot of my political leanings to Instagram because my Twitter is always fire.
Okay.
And, sometimes it's friendly fire, sometimes it's, El Fuego in the bad way. But I speak truth about politics over there unapologetically. I have said very clearly, and I mean this to my heart because I don't lie, Javicia.
Yeah.
If it's 1 or 2 people follow me by the time this is over, but we have a president that can actually fix what's wrong, I'm fine with it. I don't care. I got to speak the truth. And everybody has to get involved. And it's not just voting for president, you guys. You got to vote for Democrats all the way up and down. Senators, dog catcher, alderman, I don't care. If it says Democrat, click it.
Yeah.
Because those are the people that actually care about people.
Yeah. It's so unfortunate that we have to even divide ourselves like this. We do so much better staying in the same, just really powering behind each other. But I guess one of the things that came up in conversation today, Darren, who I do family business with, posted a image in our group chat talking, and the image said, this isn't his perspective, he just posted it, and it really kind of like stuck with me because it said, where is the NAACP right now? Where is All Black Lives Matter right now? Where is all of these different Black groups that were on the forefront for a lot of the issues? Where are they now? And I guess the mindset is because of the fact that now Black people, as far as the percentage, are becoming some of the leading numbers in the death toll in the United States, especially in places like Detroit, where it's pretty much an all Black area. I think their number is at like 513 or something like that. So him bringing that up, kind of like, my response to it was, and it obviously is just my emotional response, but I'm sure they're scared. Those are human beings. It's not an entity that's happening without the force of human beings. So they're at home. They're at home, quarantined with their family, trying to keep their family safe. But is there something that should be getting done in that capacity? Like, I know Diddy did his thing on Revolt TV with YouTube, and how he had what's her name? He had a few of Van Jones, and he had a few of like the Black politicians to come on and talk about what's going on. But he also had Black artists come on and talk about what's going on. But one thing that Jay kept saying, which I agree with, was that where are the answers? We're all just kind of probing these questions. But okay, we talk about small business loans. What are the exact steps to get it done? And I know.
Well, this is what I would ask anyone that's wondering where the NAACP is. My first question is, have you gone to their website?
Right.
Have you gone to their Twitter page? Are you a member?
Yeah.
I'm a lifetime member of the NAACP.
Same.
So my money is behind, what they do.
And they've had town hall meetings and online meetings and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that people that are wondering where they are, have you sought them out to know what they're doing before you declare that they're not doing anything?
Yeah.
And we're all quarantined. So if you think you're going to see NAACP members marching up and down the street, not social distancing, that's dumb. I don't want my people to die, my leaders to die. You know? But this is the more important thing, I think. If it's almost like what we were saying in regards to, instead of being a critic about art, create art. If you feel something is not being done, how about you do it? This is what I was saying to everybody, talking about, well, there ain't nobody worthwhile to vote for. Then run.
Yeah.
Why don't you run? Why don't you do your research? That's the other thing. If somebody wanted to get a bomb-ass weave or the perfect nails done, or if they wanted to figure out how to get their waist tight, what would they do? Research.
Yeah.
They would research it and figure out how to get it done. But somehow when it's like, how do I get a business loan? Research it.
Yeah.
Go online and do the same Google search you do for the Nikes you want to get next week.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we have all this energy and this desire to fight,
to protest against stuff.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. And the stuff that matters, we want to be spoon-fed.
Yeah.
Everything we need to know about how to exist in this situation as Black people, somebody is talking about it or doing something about it, and you just got to get online and find it.
Yeah,
or
for sure.
Create it.
I think the issue is that we're a lazy generation. I can't refer to every generation. I'm only referring to mine, because we are a social media generation. So we're used to things being so instant. We're used to things being kind of like, we get our news from Instagram and Twitter. I don't know anyone that watches the news in my generation. I don't watch the news, but I choose not to. When my mom went to Afghanistan, I had to separate myself from it because it was literally making it where I couldn't function in my day-to-day life.
Do you find you need to then find either one news source you trust,
Yeah.
or someone that does watch the news that you trust?
Yeah,
You know,
for
Roland
sure.
Martin does a great job of giving the news from a Black perspective. Rachel Maddow does a great job of giving all the news from a perspective you can understand. She will find the 2 or 3 things everybody should be paying attention to every day, and that's what her hour of television is.
Oh, I love that.
There's people online that are distilling the news. I distill the news. If you follow me on Twitter, I will break down what's happening. You cannot, no one can no one can put their head in the sand right now.
Yeah.
It's not that kind of situation. Politically, health-wise, financially, this is all hands on deck in every freaking area. So I don't care what you used to do.
Yeah.
You got to roll up your sleeves and be informed, because if something is happening that you need to know about and the news is telling you and you don't watch the news, guess what? You ain't gonna know.
Yeah.
Something you need to know.
Yeah. Do you
find
feel
a news source that you respect and dive in 1 hour a day at least.
Do you feel like we're at a time right now where there is this division when it comes to race, where we have to make sure we're looking out for our own?
I mean, I don't know when in America that has not been the case, but I don't think that looking out for your own means that you have to put a boot on the neck of somebody else. If we do that, we just like the people that enslaved us how many generations ago.
Yeah.
It's not enough to just take care of you. We're supposed to take care of each other. And each other doesn't begin and end because one person has melanin or not. Now, I love my people. Everybody know I love my people.
Well, I guess I don't mean in the adverse of like, if I am looking out for me, I then want to hurt you or stop you or slow you. I guess I mean in a way where it's very targeted, you know? Like, one thing I loved when Diddy did that thing on Revolt, he started advertising that it was going to come on that night. And in the mix of it, he was just like, this is the Black family reunion. We're having a family reunion. We're having a family meeting. This is a family meeting. We need everybody to show up. And I think that, like, there was something that resonated with that for me. I felt like it was my responsibility, even if I didn't stay and watch the entire thing, but it was my responsibility to check in, to see where the leaders of my people are doing and what they have to say about it. And so I guess what I'm asking is, like, do you feel like that is something that we really all kind of need to chime in on making sure that we're very responsible for ours?
If that's the only way that people are going to pay attention, then yeah. But I think that once you go to Diddy's page or his network and you see 10 people talking about things that matter, write their names down and follow them. You don't have to get your news from Diddy. If he's putting Angela Rye or Joy-Ann Reid or somebody like that on the dais, then that means that person knows something. So don't just listen to Diddy. Listen to Joy-Ann Reid and Angela Rye as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just need everybody to get it for themselves. You know, the Bible even says, study to show thyself approved. We're not supposed to go to church to get the word from the pastor. We're supposed to be reading our word ourselves. So ourselves. So you got to do that. You got to do that. You got to educate yourself. This thing might go bad, and if it goes bad, it's gonna go bad quick. You don't want to be playing catch up if this thing goes bad quick. Yeah, that's all. And I'm not being a conspiracy theorist or an alarmist, but people are scared, and people are doing without right now, and they don't know how it's going to get better. And if people are in that place, and maybe not in their right mind because they're struggling, stuff happens. So you need to ensure that you stay on top of what's happening in this world and help where you can. I got Instacart groceries for the first time today, and the baby that brought the Instacart had a bandana tied around her face. This woman is going into a petri dish so that I don't have to go into a petri dish. I was like, baby girl, wait a minute. And I went and got one of my masks I had, said, now you're going to put this on. You can't go. Bandanas are great, but she's on the front line, so to speak. She needs an actual mask. Not just something tied around her face. So we need to be caring for ourselves, but also looking out for each other as well. You know, I have said from the beginning, even when it comes to blessings, when God blesses you, it is not enough for you to have something for you and yours. You know, I got my toilet paper. Good luck to you. I want everybody to be able to wipe their ass. You know what I mean? I want everybody to be able to have some water that they can drink. So if your blessing only fits in your hand because you're holding it, then you're doing it wrong. There should be enough where there's overflow. With
You know,
everything that you've been given, there should be enough for overflow.
it's funny that you say that. When all of this first started and we kind of quarantined ourselves in here, so we were doing a lot of movie watching. And there was this film on Netflix called The Platform. Have you watched it? Hey, shit. And there's another film on Netflix called Always a Bridesmaid.
What was that on Netflix? No, go ahead. So what was it called? No, I'm sorry. What was it called?
It's called The Platform.
Okay.
And it's this, you should watch it. It's this idea that, and it's an experiment where they put all these people inside of like this building, this huge, massive building. And every floor, there's 2 people. And you can't get up. You're stuck on your floor. It's like a prison, right? And so one time a day, they send this platform that goes through each floor, with each level with food. But it's only that food. It's not like the people eat and then they send it back up and replenish. It's just this one platform that's filled with food.
So you have to make sure you don't eat all the food, but so it can...
That is the mindset. That's how we have to think, right? We have to think that, you know what, let me not eat all of this food so that the people below me, because I'm talking about, it's like 77 floors in this platform. So obviously by the time it gets to the 77th floor, there's no more food. So the people below are just constantly sick and dying and things like that. And it resonated with us so much because it reminds me of like when I finally went to go get toilet tissue. And it was just like, geez. I watched a video where a woman was fighting another woman for toilet tissue, but she had a cart filled with toilet tissue because she wanted to make sure she was good.
You know what I feel like? The platform and what you just said, I really feel like God is testing all of us right now. I really is trying to see what, there's a story in the Bible, the story of Lot, and the whole idea of it was, we will save this city. No, it was Sodom and Gomorrah, I'm sorry. We will save this city if there is one righteous person in it. If you can find one person, and y'all forgive me if it's not Sodom and Gomorrah, but I think that's the story. It's either that or Lot, the story of Lot and his wife. We needed just one that's decent in this entire city, and I will not destroy it. They could not find one.
Oh no, it's Sodom and Gomorrah. I remember that. It was when he was going back and forth, because P.S. I'm reading the Bible from beginning to end. Hey. It's when he was going back and forth and he was like, no, God, don't kill them. He's like, okay. If you can find 40 people. He's like, well, what if I can't find 40 people? Well, if you can find 30 people. Well, what if I can't find 30 people? He's like, just give me one. And they could not find one.
And this is what's deep. I said God is testing us, but I think it's more that God is showing us.
Yeah.
God's showing us right now. I have a friend. I don't want to talk about that. The other day I got a message from my business manager, and they said, well, you know, you have a small business, Yvette. Do you want us to look into seeing if you can get one of those small business loans? And I wrote him back and I said, no. I said, because I am eligible for it because I do have a small business, but I'm okay. And that was actually created for someone that has a little bakery or, you know, something where they have employees. And if they don't get that money, they can't pay their employees. And that means their employees can't eat. So just because I could grab that 10,000 as a little money grab and make sure I'm good.
Yeah.
The idea that me doing that would keep someone from being able to eat or feed their child. I don't want my hands on nothing like that. And that goes from the $10,000 of that business loan to the toilet paper at Ralph's.
Yeah.
I can't wipe my ass freely if I know that I have a stockpile.
Yeah.
And there's somebody like
Yeah.
Where is your humanity that you need to be good to the detriment of other people?
Yeah.
I don't understand that, and I thank the Lord that I don't understand that. I don't understand that.
It's sick and it's insane and it's different when I know that you're taking that because you got 20 people in your house and you're taking care of 20 people. But it's you, your man, and your 2 kids, and you got so much toilet tissue you could probably fill the whole building up with a roll each. And
it's greedy.
It's greedy, but it's more than anything. It's just like, it's disappointing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, but it happened because the media put so much fear in us that people started operating out of fear.
That's not why it happened. It happened because people are selfish.
Yeah.
I'm just as afraid as everybody else. I don't got 50 packs of toilet tissue.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just as concerned about my future career aspects and the money in my bank account as
Mm-hmm.
anybody, but I didn't apply for a loan.
Yeah.
So it's really that. It's just people are selfish and self-centered, and you have to. We are our brother's keeper. We are. The mask I gave Ashanta, who came to my door with Instacart, that's a mask I may need later. But she needs it today.
Yes.
She needs it right now. So I'm not going to hold on to something that I can use next week when there's a baby in front of me that needs it right now. What does that say about you when you're more concerned with your possible need a week from now and you're letting someone else suffer today? What does that say about you as a person? We're losing it. We're missing it. And I feel like this is happening to all of us in the entire world at one moment for a reason, because we are supposed to learn something. We're supposed to be better. If we don't come out of this caring more about each other, then we have missed it.
Man, even caring more about the people that are in your household. So many people are probably going every day not paying attention to the people in their household. And now it's forcing them to sit down and be with each other.
I think it's great.
Yeah, I agree.
With their kids. I'm not saying that the pandemic is great, but I think it's great that because of this horrible thing, families are reconnecting, friends are reconnecting. I've gotten texts and calls and FaceTime stuff from people I ain't talked to in 50 years. You and I have been talking about getting together face to face. I don't know how long. Now this ain't actual face to face,
but we've done it 2 or 3 times already. Yeah,
exactly. So it's like there's a shift happening if we allow it to happen. And I believe that every bad thing has within it the seed of something great.
Yeah,
every bad thing.
I'm writing down your notes.
No, but it's true. So we have to find and hold on to whatever that seed of good is in this for us. Each individual person has to do that. And if it's time with your family, or if it's, more time to write, or more time to just sit down and calm your mind, because too many people are running around. Everybody's so busy, hustle, secure the bag. That's a trick. It's a trap, and it's vapor.
Yeah. We
need more time sitting silently and communing with God and spending time with people we care about. That's what matters. This hectic frenzy. I gotta work. That's a trick. Don't fall for it.
And it don't matter because you can't. So you might as well just sit your behind down.
People are finding ways to work like crazy within this situation.
Well.
You know what I meant?
No, I know what you meant. That's funny.
I know.
No, I completely agree with you. I 100%. That's why, when I decided to do this, that's why you were going to be the first person. Because you set the standard.
Thank you.
You set the standard.
Can we talk about how cute your hair is, though?
Thank you. Thank you. I wanted to do something different, something fun. I think that we, especially actresses, especially Black actresses, we are so attached to something, I don't know, something that doesn't matter. And for me, you know how I am. I rock a big ass afro.
Yeah,
I rock a short cut.
You took your hair a lot. I love that.
It's fun. It's an accessory.
But you do hair, though. You can do hair. Yeah,
I used to do hair when I was younger. I did it all through high school, and that's kind of how I made my money in college, cornrolling.
See?
But what are you doing right now? So what have you been doing to stay, not even to stay busy? First of all, can I comment on one thing?
Sure.
It literally drives me insane when I hear people say, I'm bored. What?
You mean right now or just in general?
Right now. Okay. Right now. Because I'm like the opposite of it, to the point that when the day comes to an end, I'm like, fuck, I still didn't get to do da-da-da-da-da. And it's not that I'm trying to secure a bag. I never had time. I did.
They don't know this, but you were doing God Friended Me and Carl Weber's
family business. So
family business.
I was filming God Friended Me and the family business at the same time. And then as soon as I stopped, I did Always a Bridesmaid. As soon as Always a Bridesmaid was over, I was right back in New York filming God Friended Me. Then in January, family business started back up. So I was doing both of them at the same time.
Right.
So this is the first time I've taken a breather. But also, this is the first time I got to work on things that matter to me outside of acting. You know what I mean? Like this, and like even inside of acting, being able to take the time and perfect my craft the way I wanted to perfect my craft, watch the movies that influence my craft. And I just feel like I'm so busy with that, but it makes me so happy. So I don't get how people are like, dog, I'm bored. What?
Well, they probably, if you're bored right now, you just don't have a passion. And listen, I'm not even saying that as a judgment, but I think it's sad because I think everybody should have something. Your passion could be jigsaw puzzles. Your passion could be running with your dog. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be, you know, organizing canned goods could be a passion for somebody if they're really neat. We all should find something that makes us happy, not something that keeps us busy. Something that makes us happy.
That makes you excited to wake up and do it.
That makes you excited to wake up every day. And it does not have to be big. It can be something small, but everybody should have that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's like right in line with having the call on your life. Like, I'm sad when people don't know what their call is. I understand it. It takes a bit of time to figure out why you were put here, but your main goal, until you know, is to figure it out.
Exactly. I love someone just said, after 5 years, I'm finally able to dance again.
Hey!
You know what I mean?
That's
you
what's
know?
up. Hey!
Well, Miss Yvette Nicole Brown.
Yes, Javicia.
I love you dearly.
I love you.
Thank you so much for coming on here. And then, like, it's just amazing that all of this has led to this creation.
Yes.
This beautiful creation.
I'm so proud of that movie, and I'm proud of what you guys did in that movie, and I'm proud of what we as a family, Tridestin and all the actors and BT and now Netflix have created for people to be able to revisit their dreams. And I got I get so many DMs from people that said that their belief in love being possible for them was renewed after Always a Bridesmaid, and that makes me so happy because I think, especially people in my generation, we kind of, after you reach a certain age, you kind of give up. Well, I guess it ain't gonna happen for me. And I love that people my age and even older are like, wait a minute, you know? And also, you know, I think people may forget that Karina in the movie also has a dream of being a writer that she had also pushed aside. And I love that the movie is about picking up a dream that you had that you thought was impossible and chasing that again too. So, you know,
it's so easy to push it to the side by creating obstacles in your daily life. People are, I'm busy. No, you're creating obstacles to do what your passion is. You know what I mean? When you find a way to do everything but what's important, you're doing it on purpose and you don't even know it.
Yeah, some people are, listen, sometimes there's fear. There's a lot of fear in trusting, especially in love. There's a lot of fear in trying one more time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because when it's the one more time level of trying, you gave up.
Yeah.
But then you give up because something jacked you up. You only give up when you like, oh my God, this is horrible. My chest, my heart. That's when you give up. So someone that gave up deciding to try one more time is like a monumental step forward. And that's to be, you know, celebrated. I get the fear. I'm scared. I'm scared all the time when it comes to love. But I believe that is possible. And I believe that it's worthwhile to try. And that's
it has to be.
That's all we got.
Yeah.
Trying is all we got.
Yeah.
This side of heaven, you know?
Hey, on this side of heaven. Yes.
Hey.
And God is love.
Yeah.
So don't you want it?
Don't you want it? God is love, Karina. So love is for everybody.
It's for everybody. That's like the most amazing way to end this. I love you so much.
I love you, baby.
Thank you, Yvette Nicole Brown.
Bye, Javicia Leslie.
Bye. Oh, it's A Bridesmaid. Netflix. Watch it.
Or buy the DVD.
Oh, wait. People were asking about, they tried to find the DVD. Some people said they couldn't find it. Where can you tell them places?
It's at Target.com and Walmart. I got these from Walmart.com.
Yeah.
So they may not be in store, but you can definitely get them online. Walmart, I think even Best Buy might have them, but Walmart for sure.
And if you guys said something or asked a question and we weren't able to catch it, hey, Amber.
Amber's over here?
Yeah, Amber Riley.
Amber, I love both of them. Hey, Amber Riley.
If you guys asked a question or said something that we weren't able to get to, just DM either one of us,
Yeah,
and we can
yeah,
answer
my DMs are open. DM.
whatever question. My DMs are open as long as it's not inappropriate
Yeah,
or
don't send nobody parts
or
towards me.
mean. So
Don't do that.
other than that, I'm definitely down to respond.
Yeah, be decent in the DMs.
Jeez Louise, I'm like,
Right,
do I want to
I
click
know.
on this
So
picture?
I'm always nervous when it's like it's blurred to protect you. I'm like, let it stay blurred.
Let it stay. Yes, tag me in it. All right, I love you.
I love you, baby.
Bye.
Bye.